guys, it's Amy with A2Z Stamping, and today I have a card for you using the Daisy Delight stamp set. I'm going to be using this big daisy here and this little flower. And then I'm going to be using the brand new A Wish for Everything stamp set. Excuse me, guys. Whew, I have to sneeze. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, and I'm just going to leave that in there. I'm not even going to edit it out. The A Wish for Everything stamp set. This is great. If you don't want to own a bunch of stamp sets, this is the one to get because it pretty much has a sentiment for everything you could possibly need. It comes in 2 boxes and it is a cling stamp. So you have all of these different sentiment here. I'm actually going to be using this Wishes. And then it has a bunch of different sayings. So you could make your own saying. So you could say Happy Valentine's Day. But there's all kinds of things you could come up with. And then there's also coordinating dies called the Word Wishes dies. And I'll show you those in a minute. And I'm going to be using some of that. So I'm going to be using the Wishes. And I'm going to be using the birthday right there. And so let's get started. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is our stamping. So I'm going to grab a piece of grid paper here, because we're going to make our own background. All right, and I need a piece of Whisper White cardstock. I don't see my piece of Whisper White cardstock. It was just here a second ago. Well, that's okay. We'll cut a new one. So I need a piece of Whisper White cardstock. Let's see, what size do I need it to be? I need it to be cut at 3.5 by 4 3/4. So let me grab out a scrap piece here and my trimmer. So I need 3.5 by 4 and, what did I say? 3.5 by 4 3/4. Hopefully that's what I said. All right, that seems about right. All righty there. So here's our piece of Whisper White cardstock. 3.5, 4 3/4. And I'm going to grab my Melon Mambo ink. And I'm going to stamp the daisy all around to make my own background. So I'm going to go, let's see, 1, 2, let's go 1 right here, 3, 4, and 5. All right, and I'm going to clean that off with my chamois. The chamois, I think, might be the greatest thing Stampin' Up's come up with in a long time. All right, so that is nice and clean. So your photopolymer stamps will get stained, and that's normal. So don't think there's something wrong with it. All right, so next thing we're going to do is I'm going to stamp the little center into my daisies. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, and clean that off on my chamois. Okay, then I'm going to grab this little daisy and I'm going to fill it in with that, but I'm going to stamp off once just so it's not the full color. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Here and right there. All right, that looks good. Okay. All right, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab that birthday, little tiny birthday, because I want to put birthday and the wishes. So I think I'll start with that. Actually, I'm gonna do the wishes. What I'm gonna say is happy birthday wishes. So sorry if my head pops in here, but I want to get it just right. So wishes, perfect. And let's go with the birthday. I love mixing the fonts too. That's why this is a fun stamp set. Birthday. It's a little bit crooked, but you know what? That's okay. I kind of think the little imperfections shows that it's homemade. All right. Oh, my land. Okay. Okay, I have to fix this in a second. Okay. Oops. Sorry guys, I'm getting distracted by something. Okay. I really should close my window. I get distracted too easily. All right. And then that is all the stamping. So I'm going to go ahead and close up my ink. Move this out of the way. All right. So this is what it looks like so far. All right. But I needed the happy. So what I did was I grabbed the coordinating word wishes dies. So these are really cool. It's just a whole bunch of words. I mean, I'm not even going to pull them all out, but there's zillions of words. Look it up in your catalog. But pretty much all of the words, there's almost all of these words. There's also a die that coordinates with it. So you can have a lot of fun mixing and matching. And I grabbed the happy die and I ran it through my Big Shot. But the dies will work with any die cutting machine that you have that takes dies. And I cut out the happy using Melon Mambo cardstock. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my silicone craft sheet out. And I'm going to grab my multi-purpose glue. And I just want to stick a tiny bit. So I just want to get a little bit to come out here. Peel all this glue off. There we go. Oh, well, I don't need to do that, but I just need a tiny bit. And I'm just going to dab a little bit of glue. You really don't need a lot. I just want enough to hold it down. Okay, close that up. And I'm going to grab this. Move that out of the way. And I'm going to stick this right here on the front. Happy. Now it says happy birthday wishes. Cute, right? I like it. All right, so I'm going to mount this onto a piece of basic black cardstock. So this should be cut at 4 by 5. Is that right? Well, let me check that really quick. This is cut at, what do we cut at? 3 3/4 by 5. Yep, that's right. Put our adhesive on here. Melon Mambo with black always is a perfect combination because it just makes it really stand out. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and put our adhesive on here. And I'll set this aside for a second. I have a piece of Melon Mambo cardstock. This is cut at 4 1/4 by 11. We're going to fold this over. And this is just going to go right here on the front. And that is my card. Happy birthday wishes. Isn't that so fun? I love cards that are pretty much monochromatic, all the same color. And here's one I did earlier. So basically the same card. But these are a lot of fun to work with. I think I'll enjoy using these. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and that you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks, guys. Bye.